In every corner of the world, cultures have developed rituals that serve as a gateway to something more profound, more mystical. These rituals, whether they manifest in grand festivals or simple daily practices, act as a tapestry that weaves together the human experience across time and space. They connect us to our ancestors, to our communities, and even to our inner selves. Coffee is not just a beverage, it's a ritual, a cultural artifact that transcends borders. Each country adds its unique flair, traditions, and philosophical nuances to the humble coffee bean, turning a simple coffee experience into something deeply cultural and often spiritual. In Italy, espresso is more than just a quick caffeine fix, it's an experience that commands your full attention. Typically, Italians don't linger over coffee, they savor it quickly while standing up at a coffee bar. This reflects the Italian lifestyle of living in the moment, of taking a brief but focused pause to indulge in simple pleasures. The espresso itself is a feat of perfection. Brewed under pressure for precisely 25 to 30 seconds, it embodies the Italian emphasis on quality and tradition. The act of consuming an espresso in minutes or even seconds is an ode to Italy's fast-paced life, where efficiency and enjoyment harmoniously coexist. Italian coffee bars often serve as community hubs where people catch up on news, discuss politics, or simply enjoy each other's company. The barista is considered an artisan, someone whose skill and expertise are highly valued. Ordering coffee in Italy is a nuanced affair, with various options like ristretto for a stronger shot, or lungo for a more diluted version. The tradition of caffè sospiso, where a customer pays for an extra coffee as an act of kindness, reflects Italy's sense of community and generosity. Coffee in Italy is not just a drink, it's a cultural institution that reflects the country's rich history, social dynamics, and lifestyle. Ethiopia, considered the birthplace of coffee, elevates coffee preparation to an art form and spiritual ceremony. The beans are freshly roasted for each session, filling the air with an aromatic signal that a sacred ritual is underway. The brewing is done in a jabina, a special Ethiopian pot, and the pouring height of the coffee into cups is a skill mastered over years. It's a communal affair, often accompanied by the sharing of stories and traditional snacks like popcorn or bread. This ceremony serves multiple roles. It's a social gathering, a spiritual connection, and a daily rhythm that anchors life in many Ethiopian communities. The Ethiopian coffee ceremony often involves multiple rounds, symbolizing friendship and community bonding. It's considered rude to leave before the third round, known as baraka, which means to be blessed. The process is often led by the woman of the household, emphasizing the role of women in social and cultural practices. Coffee in Ethiopia is called buna, and it's deeply embedded in the country's social fabric. From religious ceremonies to social gatherings, coffee is a central element that brings people together and bridges generational gaps. Fika, in Sweden, is not just a coffee break, it's a cultural institution. The choice of snack, often pastries like cinnamon buns, is as important as the coffee itself. The setting is also crucial. A cozy cafe or a comfortable corner at work is the ideal place for fika. This ritual reflects Sweden's emphasis on work-life balance and the importance of slowing down to appreciate the good things in life. During fika, conversations flow freely, spanning from mundane daily tasks to life's big questions. It's a ritual that nurtures both the body and the soul. Fika is so ingrained in Swedish culture that it's often incorporated into the work schedule, with dedicated fika breaks. It's a social equalizer, where everyone, from the CEO to the intern, gathers to enjoy a cup of coffee and a snack. Fika is not limited to coffee. Other beverages like tea or juice are also acceptable, though coffee remains the most popular choice. While the term fika is uniquely Swedish, the concept has gained international attention, symbolizing a lifestyle that values balance, simplicity, and quality time with others. Café Cubano is not just coffee, it's an experience full of flavor and community spirit. The coffee is brewed directly onto a spoonful of sugar, creating a natural froth known as espuma. This sweet froth is a hallmark of Café Cubano and symbolizes the Cuban knack for adding zest to life. The coffee is often served in small, shared cups, fostering a sense of community. It's a ritualistic pause in the day to connect with others, to exchange news, or simply to enjoy a shared moment. In a society known for its communal bonds, Café Cubano serves as both a social glue and a daily treat. The art of making Café Cubano is often passed down through generations, serving as a family tradition. Its popularity extends beyond Cuba to other countries, especially in Miami, where it's enjoyed at all times of the day. While the coffee is strong, the act of sharing it makes the experience lighthearted and communal. In Cuban culture, coffee is more than a beverage, it's a way of welcoming people, of spending time together, and of expressing love and friendship. Turkish coffee is not just a drink, it's a form of divination. The coffee is thick, almost mud-like, and it's often flavored with spices like cardamom. After consuming the liquid, the grounds left at the bottom of the cup are used for fortune-telling. This act of reading the coffee grounds, known as tasseography, adds a mystical dimension to the Turkish coffee ritual. But it's not just about predicting the future, it's also about understanding the present. The slow preparation and consumption of Turkish coffee allow for a moment of reflection, making each sip a meditative act. Turkish coffee is often served with a piece of Turkish delight or chocolate, adding a sweet contrast to the strong brew. The coffee is traditionally made in a special pot called a sez, usually made of copper or brass. The coffee is never stirred after it starts brewing, ensuring that the grounds settle at the bottom. It's considered a social faux pas to refuse a cup of Turkish coffee, as it's an offering of friendship and hospitality. Whether enjoyed at home or in a cafe, Turkish coffee is an integral part of Turkey's cultural and social fabric. Japan's approach to coffee is an extension of its broader cultural values of precision and mindfulness. Whether it's the meticulous technique of pour-over or the elegant mechanics of siphon coffee, every detail matters. Cafes often feel like temples dedicated to the art of coffee, where every element, from the grind size to the water temperature, is controlled to achieve a perfect brew. The experience of drinking coffee in Japan can be likened to a Zen practice. It's about being fully present in the moment, appreciating the complexity of simple things, and finding tranquility in daily rituals. In Japan, coffee shops known as kiseten offer a retro atmosphere that harks back to the Showa era, providing a nostalgic experience. These establishments often serve hand-drip coffee, where each cup is individually prepared. Japan's coffee culture also embraces innovation, with a growing interest in specialty coffee and unique brewing methods. Coffee in Japan is often enjoyed alone, providing a moment of solitude in a busy day. While coffee is a relatively new addition to Japan's culinary landscape, it has quickly become a staple, enjoyed by people of all ages. Whether it's the ritualistic preparation or the serene ambience, coffee in Japan is a reflection of the country's commitment to quality and mindfulness. In Australia, the flat white is not just another coffee drink, it's a testament to the Aussie love for balance and nuance. The secret lies in the steamed milk, which is microfoamed to a silky texture. This creates a perfect harmony between the robustness of espresso and the creaminess of milk. The flat white is often enjoyed in relaxed settings, from beachside cafes to bustling urban coffee shops. It's more than just a cup of coffee, it's a lifestyle choice, a symbol of Australia's laid-back yet sophisticated culture. In Australia, coffee shops often serve as community spaces where people gather to work, socialize, or relax. The coffee culture is heavily influenced by Italian immigrants, who brought with them the love for espresso-based drinks. However, Australia has put its own spin on it, with unique creations like the flat white and the long black, a stronger version of Americano. Coffee competitions and festivals are common in Australia, showcasing the skill and creativity of baristas. The Aussie coffee culture is not limited to urban centers. You'll find quality coffee in small towns and even in remote areas, emphasizing its importance in Australian life. Each coffee ritual, from the intense concentration required for an Italian espresso to the communal and spiritual Ethiopian ceremony, tells a unique story, a tale of the people, their beliefs, their values, and their unique ways of experiencing life. So the next time you sip a cup of coffee, remember that you're not just enjoying a beverage, you're partaking in a global ritual that spans cultures, philosophies, and even spiritual practices. Each cup carries a drop of the world's diversity, a sip of its various cultures, and a hint of its spiritual essence.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe.